Hey, it's Jeff. Welcome back. We're going to continue with the 300 level puzzles with this 500 puzzle series. Um, yeah, there are just so many puzzles that are 300. Like, I wasn't getting a ton of repeats. That was a mouse slip. Wasn't getting a ton of repeats like I was early on in some of the other ones. Although I have started training on the 400 level and there's a lot less 400. There's probably more 400 level puzzles than 100 and 200 level, but 300 level definitely has the most that I've encountered so far. Um, I think that's just a factor of when they generate these very easy puzzles. It's what am I looking for? It's just a lot of them are just gonna end up at some rating range. That's gonna be the most. It's not. They don't try to evenly distribute it as much as they could, I guess. And then there's still tons of underrated puzzles. So I don't know. I do remember in the last video, I thought Magnus would probably play. We knew that Nepal had won the candidates, but it turns out he said he's not gonna play. I don't know if there's gonna be further negotiations or not, but my prediction so far was wrong on that. Hopefully you didn't place any bets. But okay, there's another puzzle that's kind of like that where you wanna put a piece on the same square, but I think instead of them having a knight, they have a bishop. And I completely forgot I used to commentate these puzzles, but nothing has really changed from like there's still that puzzle. A lot of them are just still basic checkmates. There are still like more tricky situations, like this one is kind of a difficult one, but I've just seen it a million times. I guess I'll give this check. We're already at 45, that's nice. The pawn is guarding g7, so it's checkmate. Bishop's guarding e7. I'm still really bad at coordinates for like my rating, to be honest though. It's like I always have to look at the numbers and letters and see where I'm at, and I've been playing chess for like over 15 years. But I think if I went to more tournaments, I'd get more used to it or something. But at this point, like, probably just always gonna be bad at coordinates. I used to be kind of interested in it, in like learning blindfold chess, and that was like one of the first steps. You have to pretty much know your coordinates, like the back of your hand for that. Oh yeah, no stopping that. Okay, just checks, but I don't know. I don't think I'll ever really be able to play good blindfold chess either. It's not something that interests me anymore, and I'm not sure like if it's necessary for getting better, or you just train chess and then some people are able to do it. But I think I can, like if I just do normal calculation puzzles, like think for a long time. Oops, wait, what am I doing? It's just that checkmate one. I forgot what I was saying. Something about just doing normal calculation, not needing blindfold chess. I don't think there was really any point. It was just that. But okay, they're checking, go up. I remember that puzzle. We're attacking. I take with the bishop. I mean, take with the queen because the queen is also attacked. Another one of those diagonal ones. Queen bishop battery. Like, more like that. The bishop is guarding. They're gonna move this pawn, and then yeah, I'm familiar with that one. For these, you have to make sure you have room for the king when they give that check, or else you get that exact same situation, but it would be wrong if you allow them to checkmate you in the end with a back rank mate, and that would be sad. So don't do that. Okay, take with the bishop, and you have to block with that. So like a lot of these, I can play that last move quickly because I've just seen that puzzle before. And that's what I think will give me an edge in, like if I make it to the Puzzle Battle Royal Championship, that's what's going to give me an edge because like Ray and Gemis, like they rely on their just being better chess players to solve the easy puzzles fast for the most part. But oh my god, I've done this a million times and gone there. But oh, this is the one I was talking about where there was like a knight there and you with a bishop. I guess I don't even know if that's the exact same squares, but anyway, back to what I was saying about Ray and Gemis. They're better at like normal chess, so they can do like the first 40 just from their normal chess ability. Whereas I struggled to get to 40 for a long time. And that was a mouse slip. I didn't even make that move. It's hard to explain, but that's the thing that happens sometimes. I don't know if it's like my mouse or what. It feels like some type of lag when that happens. Or like I'm trying to pick up a piece and drop it, but it registers a move anyway. But anyway, back to the point I was trying to make. I have to work very hard to get these like lower rated puzzles to be effortless. Like most of them I can do, but then there's a lot of them that just feel underrated. And so, but even the underrated like 400 level puzzles or like 1000 level puzzles that are underrated, like Gemis and Ray, they would still be able to solve them, like most of them, like pretty effortlessly. But because I haven't gotten there in chess skill, I'm just not making coherent thoughts right now. I remember this one though. Okay, take and skewer. But the point is, they do a lot of their memory for the higher rated puzzles. But if you look at their puzzle battles, like they don't always get the first 40 instantly, like very consistently. They have a lot of restarts and stuff. But by the end of this kind of practice, you see like I'm not making too many mistakes on these puzzles. And this is after I do like a lot of work on the whole range so that like a lot of these, like I can predict what they're going to do because I've seen them before. Not every puzzle, but most of them. Like maybe, I think maybe half of the puzzles in the range I've seen it for sure. Like this one I know I've seen for sure. And this one I've seen for sure. And that one too. Pretty much like half the puzzles I know I've seen before. But, and that means I've seen a lot of the underrated puzzles, and then I just save those in practice. So I'll be able to get to 40, like really consistently in the future. Oops. Oh wait, it's just a free queen. And I guess the only thing that will stop that is they add new puzzles. Because I'll keep up like a normal training schedule to where I'm always in form. I always assume they're going to promote when they have like a pawn like that. And then just prepare to recapture, and that's how you stay fast on those. Okay. But yeah. Now the thing is, while I think I could eventually outperform everyone on the first 40 puzzles, I don't know if I'd have time to memorize the higher rated puzzles, so Ray and Gemis might still have an edge by the time the Puzzle Battle World Championship comes out, and then I just wouldn't have a chance really. Unless they actually do make a lot of mistakes on the early ones. Because I've seen their scores lately, they've been like 56 or something on a daily. Like they're not, like their best is 69 and 68, but their daily scores, they don't really get 60s as much. And like they both do a daily, so I imagine they're kind of competing with each other, but I don't know. That was a mouse slip. I was going for the checkmate. There's more checkmates. More checkmates. A lot of these we've seen the patterns before, even though they're different puzzles. Like this is Anastasia's mate, just back rank mate, free queen. So nothing. Oh, I remember 300 level. That's when you start seeing these discover attacks. Here's a. Oh, it's not a fork because we're pinned. Okay, just a checkmate. Okay, just a checkmate. Maybe a dovetail. I don't know. Okay, I'll take that. Threaten the promote. Free bishop. Free checkmate. I'll take because I can take back, and that's also with check. That's just a checkmate. We have a rook guarding, so that's checkmate. Okay, take and fork. The discover check. So again, we didn't see any discover checks for 100 to 200 level. I'm almost confident there are none, at least as of this moment. And the rating system is actually terrible on chess.com, if I'm being honest. Like, there are puzzles where if you check the comments, the rating is exactly the same from like 4 years ago. And it's people all complaining about it being an underrated puzzle and stuff. So I don't know what goes into the ratings. I know in the past it used to be you could gain some rating even if you didn't solve the whole thing because you got the first move pretty fast or something. I think that messes with the what am I looking for? The percentage, like correct? Oops. It's just, oh wait, what is this? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Something is going on. It's like if you solve a puzzle in like some normal training mode, the puzzle rating isn't like your rating is adjusting, but the puzzle rating might not adjust. Like I feel like only the new puzzles are really adjusting their rating, and even then, it doesn't happen instant, unfortunately. So I think they need a complete overhaul of the rating system, but I don't know. Okay, we gotta use the knight. I didn't see that the knight would have to protect the pawn. It was like there's nothing else in the position to do. I wonder what that notification is. Okay. But we're doing okay. We've made some basic. See, I don't know what color I am here. Okay. That's another thing. I could also start saving more of the puzzles where I'm not sure what, like this one too, what color am I? And then that'll just help me like quickly orient myself for some of the puzzles, even though they're simple. Like if you know it's white to move, then you can just instantly find it. But sometimes if you're not sure and you're not, it's just a complete distraction to try to look up there and figure things out and try to look at the board. It just ruins your whole rhythm. Like, oops, I was trying to, wait, that wasn't even the answer. I actually remember this puzzle. It's crazy, I got that one wrong. But we're doing good. We have to resize the board soon. Actually, might do that now. We'll do two times. Okay. Oh wait, my mouse is still plugged in. It's like charging. If I unplug it, things would be a lot easier too. This is a weird one. It's like they have like that check at some point too. You have to block with something. Like that's just a scary puzzle. Oh wait, check. I was looking for taking a pawn and doing some other stuff, but wasn't it? Discover check again. I guess this. I don't even know if that's checkmate. It was just a move. I remember that one. Okay, just take and checkmate, and a stage just mate. Okay, we'll take and win the thing. Look at for their pass pawn, because that's like the next priority to deal with when converting that position. Also, daily check to see if I'm recording. I think I am. Okay, what color? Oh, wait. Okay, I was completely confused on everything about that puzzle. I just wasn't sure what color I was and what piece of my. Sometimes I pick up like the wrong the wrong rook, and try to check my own king with it. I think that's my favorite like mistake that I typically make on these. Okay, just take the free whatchamacallit. And so I don't know. I'm still considering streaming again. I want to check out that chess.com thing. I don't know if that's actually still just a beta feature or not. I know it doesn't. I think I might have to stream for it to show up on my profile. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to free up some time and give it a go. I've been kind of sleeping okay on the weekends at least. So there's a greater chance. And whenever I do get like really good at Puzzle Rush, I will be streaming more regularly then for sure. So just a question of how much of this practice. So there it is. You want to like look for their pawns and assume they're going to try to promote like as a last desperation tactic. And if you're just ready for it, like you see it coming after you pick up like their rook, then you just automatically move your rook to the file and just be ready to pick it up when they promote. That's also like a habit you would pick up playing a lot of bullet. So that actually kind of helps. This kind of helps for bullet. Oops, I was trying to get up. No one seriously tries to go for G whatever square that was there. And here's another one. You just assume they're going to promote the pawn. Okay, we're at 362. Actually, resizing by 2 kind of worked out pretty well. Okay, I was looking at taking the queen for too long. Okay, just checkmate. Check. Anastasia's mate. That's a cool one. I'm actually not collecting that pattern, surprisingly. But there are a lot of those where you just the knight just can't get to the pawn, like a rook pawn. But it's in the low ratings, it's like I guess people know it. There's a dovetail. So I have to make a video on that one day. And I'm probably gonna make like one of those tomorrow. It's hard to like find time during work because I don't really want to do it during work hours. And after work I'm tired. Part of the reason why I'm not like streaming regularly. But this is a good weekend because I have done enough 300 level puzzles to where I've seen pretty much all of them, and so that's why this video is coming out now. And then oops, I remember this one. I've done that before too on accident, but I forgot what I was gonna say. This is another one I've seen before, but I think on the first time I probably would have paused for a bit because like you're giving up your queen and you're doing some stuff, but I don't know. Let me just check with the thing. Okay, I feel like I have to resize this again, which is unfortunate. Okay, how long have we been going? Okay, like 17 minutes. I feel like the last video was about 18 minutes, so it is. I am a little slower on this. But that's how it was. I remember doing something kind of similar on Chess Tempo a long time ago, where I was just not recording it, but I was just going through all of the puzzles by order of rating. And you do see like a clear pattern of puzzles having longer move solutions just slightly. Like maybe the lowest level had like 1.4 average moves per solution, and then the next one might be like 1.6. Like it's just fractions, but you do notice that on average they have more 2-move puzzles than 1-move puzzles, and then it just keeps like scaling up a little bit by then. And the time it takes to get through like a set would always increase a little bit. I have a Reddit post on like my old account about it. I think someone gave me gold for it. Wait, oh wait. I actually got that puzzle earlier. I was trying to record a video, but I started and the count was already at 100 because I was doing 100, 400 level puzzles as like part of my warm-up practice. And I typically do like, yeah, promote. Let's assume they're gonna promote again. I typically do like at least 500 puzzles at a time when I'm working on these, and then I take a break, or I just do 100 at a time. But the goal is to do like 1,000 puzzles per day for the range I'm working on. Eventually, that would be impossible. Like if I was doing a 2600 level, it would just take too long to get through. Even though if I could just guess instantly, just looking at the solution and trying to understand it is gonna take longer at the higher rating ranges. I felt like that was gonna be wrong. Oh, it's just a 3 coin. Jeez. Okay, I'm also getting distracted by needing to resize this board again. I think this was like the final one. I don't have to resize it anymore after this. Now I was considering in the last thing, yeah, here's another one where you just see that they have a pawn. There's another one where you have the knight that can't do anything against the pawn. Oh, I thought they were gonna move the queen. I was just assuming. That's also a mistake when you assume they have to do something. You didn't see all the other possibilities. It's a common mistake that beginners make in chess where they hope that the opponent will fall into a certain tactic, but if they have something else, then you have to consider that. But there, I actually just didn't see what else they would do, or usually when that happens, I can react to it quick enough and like cancel my move. So I think, was it right click cancels stuff you're doing? Like if I'm holding this and I press right click, it'll just bring the queen back to where it was. And sometimes I just miss that. You know, they're gonna check. Oh wait, they have a bishop. Okay. And we have a bishop. Check, take the queen. Double check, they have to move the king. If they can't, it's checkmate. I remember having that thought really when I was really young, and so every time I see a double check, I just think that. So it's always good to keep in mind, if you have a double check, they have to move the king. And that saves a lot of time. I don't know what color I am, okay. That just saves a lot of time in trying to figure out some things. But double check is not always the answer. But a lot of the times it is. Okay, we have this. Oh wait, no, because the queen. So you see I used that cancel the move I was gonna do. And then you just have more time to the other way you could just bring the thing all the way to the side of the board and it'll just snap back to where it is, but it's faster to just right click. And this is coming to, ooh, see, this is another one of those situations where I thought they had to go here, but they actually had multiple choices, so it would have been better to wait and react to what they're gonna do. Okay, seen that one before, and we're at 500. So this one was 21 minutes, so yeah, this was definitely a little harder than the 200 level. Also, there's so many more puzzles at the 300 level, so I think this was like a pretty good job for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working on the 400 level. I'll probably have another video coming tomorrow about some common pattern that we've seen. And that's it. See you in the next one.